end set screw comes loose from the clutch valve, and when you got too much slop in it, too much shim, your shit won't idle. It'll quit. Well, this thing gets busy though, I'll tell you that. It's kind of hard to control in this shit. It's real squirrely. And the P3 Pico, oh, piece of wood. Hello, wood. This is one motor that I did take a shim out. Rick suggested it after it got broken in. This thing's running, probably we're getting close on this Pico. Oh shit, I'd say about 4 gallons, getting there. But I'm trying to get her warmed up because it's cold out here and I haven't been able to get her not even close to 200. The only thing that I've been messing with, the only thing that I messed with since I got here, maybe about 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, is I've been messing, I only adjusted the high end, which is what I usually do. I'll adjust the high end just to make sure I can pin it. Once it's warmed up a little bit, make sure I can pin it wide open without it bogging. That's almost full throttle. That's like 3/4. Oh shit, I don't know how that UK Max guy, the guy, the UK guy, Max whatever, shows all the fifth scales, and he does the camera work, something like this, he holds it. Shout out to, also to Mr. Bodegel. Hurry back, bro. We do miss you, man. And I'm trying to do everything that you taught me, bro. You know? Any questions? Alright, people. That's the Muggy Maniac.
The engine running now. What we need to do is check the idle and the top end speed. Make sure the tuning is optimal. So what we'll do is we'll run it up and down a couple of times. Then bring it back and check the idle. It should drop after 10 seconds and then pull away clean. You see a nice trail of smoke coming away from it and then it's pulling away clean. The idle should drop after 10 seconds. After another 20 seconds, you should be able to pull it away flat out. It should splutter and then pull away. That's what you're looking for. You should be able to accelerate now, flat out. That's a perfect tune.
Somebody needs to tell Mike Croddick, because this is 4 years, a little bit over 4 years old. Somebody needs to tell Mike Croddick, the legend here, 30 years of experience tuning and racing and all that. Somebody needs to tell him that in 4.5 years, tunes have changed.
Should drop after 10 seconds. That's telling you that your bottom end needle mix is correct.
What? Your bottom end needle's correct?
You want to check your idle as well, another tip. Check that your idle's high enough, drop the car. It shouldn't cut. There you go. turn it upside down as well. You don't need to rev it while the track, when you're on the track and you're racing. If your engine's set, it should run alright like that. You can see it's running. Bounce it about, and then go flat out. Okay, hope that's been some use. Cheers.
What's up, Nitro Nation? Yes, the Muggy is still alive. Meanwhile, back in the cave, as I said before, don't let your mouth write checks your ass can't cash. Okay? And if you guys, some of you people out there that are a little confused right now, if you need any, therapy, I got some for you right here, about a size 9 that I can stick right up your ass. I had to say that, I'm sorry. Anyway, all joking aside, I'm just playing, but this is not for children. Straight muggy nitro pornography, which means there's no, this isn't a feel-good channel, this isn't no fucking girls chat line where we chat and talk a bunch of bullshit and, suck each other's dicks and swing off each other's sacks. Or this is nitro gas only, no electric bullshit. Okay, now if you're not into modded engines, that's great. Once again, my disclaimer is whatever floats your boat, whatever makes you happy. At the end of the day, if you're not having fun at what you're doing in RC, then what's the point? You're wasting your time. Just because, yes, I talk a lot of shit, but I also back up my shit 9 out of 10 times. Am I always right? No. Never said I was. Am I the absolute? Am I the final word? I never say that. I always tell you, do your homework, check your facts, don't believe what comes out of people's mouth. And especially lately, I've just been hearing, let me tell you, I don't want to turn this into a rant video because I have a lot of people that have been asking me what's going on with the 5B. Okay, so we're in my nitro cave where I live. Not a big apartment, but it is my apartment. Okay, well, I have a roommate, but anyway, hopefully she might still be sleeping, I don't know. But anyway, I don't live at home with my parents like people think. My mom and dad don't pay my bills. Again, check your facts before you open your mouth, okay? Now, do I live in my own house? No. Do I live in some condo? No. But I do live in my own place. This is my natural cave. I've been spending a lot of time with my parents, yes. Matter of fact, I'm going back out there this weekend. Huge drag boat race my dad has coming up. I'm going to throw in a few pictures that you guys will see. Getting the boat all ready. Blowing alcohol, flat bottom. Does about, yeah, it's not fast, but on the water, 150 miles an hour. Quarter mile, I don't know what my brother's ETs are right now. But anyway, I was going to go out there, but I decided that, to hang back because my mom needed me to do some stuff out of her house. So I'm swinging back here. Going to go over the 5B real quick, and then I will catch you guys in a few days. We're going to do some more running video, because unlike some people, and I've ran my shit in the rain, I know people that run it in the snow. Shout out to Gearhead Addict, because he said he don't give a shit if it's freaking, once the rain stops, on how muddy it is, he's running his shit. And he hasn't been running a lot lately, but it seems like he's starting to running shit again. Shout out to him. He's not running stock engines. Well, nothing bad about stock engines. Like I said, if that floats your boat, if you like riding, a stock 125 and that does it for you, then hey man, have at it, teach your own. But if you want to feel real modded power, okay, and not no pull start, rotor start bullshit, okay? If anybody, and let me clear something up real quick, because I had a lot of people hit me up on this. If you think that a pull start and a rotor start is no different from a sealed back engine, you are a fucking idiot. Plain and simple, fucking idiot, retard, okay? And you need to go back to Nitro School 101, okay? Go back to not even That's not even 9th grade nitro school. That's like fucking kindergarten shit. Okay, I've ran plenty and worked on, and still do for friends of mine, pull starts and roto starts. Okay, and I talk to various modifiers and I ask them, on your dyno, those that have them, what's the difference between pull starts and roto starts and everything? You are gaining, when you take that pull start or roto start off, you are gaining, now don't quote me on this, this is just what they're telling me, this isn't something I made up. You're gaining around 1,000 horsepower. I mean, 1,000 horsepower, 1,000 RPMs. By taking that back plate, taking that roto start, taking all that one-way bearing bullshit off, you are gaining around 1,000 RPMs. So how that is no different from the back start, like I said, that's just people, again, letting their mouth write checks their ass can't cash. And some of these people, as far as that goes, their verbal bank account is fucking broke. Like they're bouncing checks with their mouth. So anyway, yeah, if you run stock engines, that's fine. Run your 125s, that's great. You know that, and this is my, I'm giving you a metaphor, analogy. Those of you that know what it is. Those of you that don't know what a metaphor or an analogy is, go look it up. Google it. Okay, I'm not the sharpest tack in the box. Matter of fact, I'll even tell you, and I rode the short bus at school. I mean, I'm just kidding, but you know what I'm saying. You know, but that is facts. That's not fiction. That's not something I made up. Go ask. But a lot of people won't ask engine modders or engine builders or engine engineers or people that have more experience in professional, you know, engine work. I'd like to see you call somebody at Reds or the factory at No Rossi and tell them, hey, I heard that one-way bearings, roto starts, and pull starts aren't any different from sealing the backup. And they will fucking probably hang up on your ass. So anyway. Just had to clear that out because I got tons of emails, tons of messengers from friends of mine and subscribers are like, hey man, you told me this and I heard this, and there's just a lot of bad shit going on in there. It's like bad drugs. It's like there's a lot of guys on YouTube dealing bunk shit, dealing bad drugs. How do I know that? Because I've done drugs. I'll admit it. Now, but I've been clean and sober for 6 years. Proud of that, okay? Knock on wood. There's wood. Okay, so anyway, just had to clear that up. Now, again, I'm not saying if you don't have modded motors, you're not, it doesn't, whatever floats your boat. All I can tell you is until you own and preferably I would recommend an RCR, but go try RB odds, go try AMR, go try, you know, RW, whoever. Try a modded engine, but first run that engine stock, then get it modded, and you will see the difference. It's not just fiction, this is facts. Okay, I was also told by various modders, okay, not just the one that does my engine, but others, that 15 to 23% increase in your engine. What is that equal to in RPMs? 3,000 to 4,000 RPMs. On 28s, 32s, my modder, you're getting a solid 4,000 RPMs. So you're going to tell me that 4,000 RPMs for 100, whatever, 125 bucks, okay, isn't worth it to you? You're, again, you're fucking dumb shit and you don't get it. And it's okay, because I just have realized that majority of people in Nitro and in RC just aren't going to get it. You just don't have the DNA to understand certain things, and it's okay. I'm not talking down on you. I'm not hating on you. Hey, whatever makes you happy, at the end of the day, I always say, whatever floats your boat, whatever makes you smile, whatever your joy is, I don't care if it's E-word, I don't care if it's boats, planes, rotostars, pulse, whatever. I'm just telling you, this is what works for me. This is what I have fun on, and this is what I share with people. That's all. Okay, I'm not saying I'm better than anybody or I know everything. I don't know shit. Like I said, again, I'm just a dumbass, okay, McMuffin, muffin, whatever the hell you want to call me, termite, whatever, I don't care. That shit doesn't hurt my feelings. People that think that I got thin skin, you don't even know me. My skin is like fucking rhino skin. Do you know anything about a rhinos? Let me educate you real quick. We'll go over the 5B, a couple things, and then I want to end this. I don't want to turn this into a bit ranting video. A rhino, if you do your research, do your homework, rhinoceroses, when they're born as babies, they have really thin skin. So say an arrow or something would be able to puncture it. But as they grow and get older and bigger, and that would be the equivalent of you being around Nitro or RC, and especially me, all the shit that I've dealt with and all the people, listen man, there is no No Nitro Turd, even Mr. Zahn. I don't hate these guys. I've went at it with big boys. So all these other petty idiots that have their little groups and circles, their shit is irrelevant to me, period. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm about. I know what I'm sharing with. I know what I'm passing on from people that I learned, like Mr. Zah, actually like Nitro Nerd. So some of these guys have talked shit about me, and I've learned a lot from them too. Credit due where credit's due. But also, criticism due where criticism due. So if you're some, you know, Lala Sissy Nana that thinks you call me names or make videos and make fun of me, like that shit, dude, come on, please. My shit, I'm, like I said, I'm like a fucking rhinoceros. That's how thick my skin is. And also, rhinoceroses, they never go left or right or reverse. Matter of fact, if you look it up, if they try to go backwards, they break their legs. They only go one direction, that's forward. And they charge and charge forward. That's me, dude. None of that shit fucking drama shit fucking fades me. I could care less, man. Doesn't bother me whatsoever. All I'm concerned about is sharing what I'm doing, things that are available, newbies that want help. Like I said, I've helped repair plenty of bullshit whips and traxxas and pull starts and roto starts, so I know about that shit. If you want to deal with the headaches, hey, to each his own, you know? Different strokes for different folks. You don't have to have what I have or run what I have, or if you don't have a Mugen, or, you know, if you don't, you know, you don't have a badass Mugen like this, or you don't have a Techno, or, you know, or if you don't have modded engines that you're beneath them. I never said that. People that say that shit, they just like to put words in my mouth, and they just like to fabricate. It's called fabricating lies, and I get a lot of that. So anyway, just had to get that off my chest. I know it's been a week now since I've done anything. I'm just busy, back to work, just trying to help out the family, back and forth. Figured I'd shoot a video real quick from my Nitro cave. It's a little kind of disorganized right now. I'm thinking if I should leave that surfboard, longboard, or get rid of it. I mean, I don't use it, so I don't have time. But yeah, so I got more engines. Listen, let it rain engines. I agree with some people when they say, you know what? I'd rather have more engines than whips. Definitely. I agree with that 100%. So, and on the fuel thing, listen, again, I've talked to various people that have ran bones, race bones, and it's not all of it. Just the fuel is inconsistent because it's made in a fucking guy's garage. If you guys think that fuel is made in a controlled environment, you're a retard also. Does it work? Shit. Sure it works. Traxxas works. But in the long run, how is it on your engines? Well, I'm not speaking from personal experience. This is where my disclaimer is. I've never ran bones. But what the information that I've heard from various people and all the complaints is it's inconsistent. I know guys that race, okay, that I talked to from A-Main. I asked them about that. Yeah, I used it, but I didn't like it. It was inconsistent. Sometimes the tune was on, sometimes the tune was off. Sometimes it was, you know, running great, sometimes it was. That's what I heard. And these are guys that have ran 15, I know personally, people that have ran anywhere from 15 to 25 or 30 gallons of bones, and that's the big thing they say, it's inconsistent. Now, where is it inconsistent? I don't know. I didn't ask them that detail. They just said it was an inconsistent fuel. And I've watched people's video that run bones, and I've seen where their tune is on, tune is off, tune is on, tune is off, tune is on, tune is off. And everything else is fine. I'm telling you, it's the fuel. All I can speak is I ran Byron's 3011 like most people, okay, that know. And I've never had an issue. I got engines that got over 10 gallons of fuel running through, and engines that got 30, 11, 20 gallons, I mean, you know, 10, 15 gallons or whatever, and never a problem. I've got a couple engines that have 10 gallons of Byron's 3011. Never an issue. Open the engine up, and I've showed them plenty of times. No moisture, no corrosion, nice and lubricated. So anyway, that's all I got to say about that. But like I said, this whole argument about fuel thing, we've been through that so many times. Hey, whatever fuel works for you, whatever fuel you like, there's no better fuel than, you know, I just said this is the fuel that I believe and that I've used, and I've actually talked to, again, a few different engine builders, and they said the best fuel ever made, to add it's discontinued now, is Byron's. That's what they said. So what they're basing that off of, I would assume, is a lot of different things. All I know is I've been using Byron's 3011 for, you know, 10, 15 gallons, some engines or whatever. I think the most is 10, not 15. But I've been using it for, you know, years and years and years. I've never had an issue with it. Now, am I saying Bones is a bad fuel? I don't know. That's just what I'm hearing from a lot of people. So you can speculate what you want. Remember this, and this is what I was told by a lot of very, very wise people that have been around in nitro a long time. And a lot of reputable people too. Don't believe what you hear on YouTube. Take it with a grain of salt. And that includes me. Remember, when you're pointing one finger, look, see that? Yeah. So if you're the idiot or asshole that's pointing a finger, remember there's 3 more fingers pointing right at you. Okay, I learned that a long time ago. Old man told me that. If you're pointing one finger, there's 3 of them pointing right back at your ass. So judge as you are being judged. That's biblical. But anyway, 5B. So you guys have seen the 5B. She's got an engine coming that's going to be one nasty mother. Somebody asked me what all have you got done to it besides that sick body. Let me take this off. Okay, let's start at the front. I have extenders. And the aluminum extenders that I have, now I can't remember the name of them. I'm all fired up now. Anyway, I got about 1 inch all the way around. Thing I like about the Losi 5B is it's just like the 4.0 Losi buggy. Just huge. Titanium shock mounts. Titanium turnbuckles all the way around. We've obviously got the Mad Max tires. We got some top billet aluminum lug nuts. We got the DDM bead locks. I've got the, now I can't remember the rims. But if you guys are interested in the rims, you know, they're coming from Britain, so they take time. We've got the billet aluminum cap, center diff, modified RC. That thing is looking, that's like a freaking diamond to me when I look at that. Look at that billet, man. That shit is sick. I love it. Can't wait to fire this thing up. 1 million K in the middle, 500K on the front, 500K on the rear. Bartolone rear, chassis brace, Losi top aluminum plate, aluminum front chassis brace, top aluminum servo saver. We got dual JX servos, front steering. We got a single one on the rear. If you guys need part numbers of those, they take a minute to get here, but I haven't ran them. I'm interested. I know Elite RC highly recommended them to me. That's why I put them on there, and other guys. You know, this thing is just, we did the custom wrap in the back. Like I said, we got all titanium turnbuckles. This thing is just nasty looking. If it runs half as good as it looks, man, this thing is going to be sick. Can't wait, people. Anyway, I don't think, oh, carbon fiber mud guards. What else do we got? That's pretty much all the upgrades I got. There's a couple more. I'm looking at the servo holder, the dual servo holder right there that's plastic. They're reissuing the aluminum ones. So that will be aluminum, and I'm also thinking of getting titanium posts for my servo saver. But those are just cosmetics. And we got a badass engine coming and a badass pipe. It's going to take probably about, well, he said 6 weeks, so it's going to be a minute. But once we get it in and we get that sucker in, we're going to do the Mr. Za break-in on it, and we're going to see what she's got. And I can't wait, people, because this thing is just, I'm ready and anxious to rip this sucker. I think she is definitely going to be a bona fide ripper. Look at that. Bam! Bam! Oh, I also forgot. A top billet aluminum anodized red purchase, shock purchase. Got them all on the front, and I've got them on the rear. Like I said, this is a fully modified, upgraded to the hill 5B, sick ass, one of a kind fifth scale, custom by the Muggy Maniac. Can't wait to rip it and run it. This thing is going to be braptastic. And yeah, so that's pretty much what I got going in it and what's coming in it. You guys will see the engine when it gets here and the pipe. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I got to take off. yeah, so if you want to stay on a 125 and you want to stay in 9th grade, then run your stock, even your $600 for OS. Don't tell me about your $600 Ty Testament OS or your $600 Adam Drake, your $500 Reds. I got modified .21s that will spank those $600 engines ass up and down the street. So if you want some of it, bring it. Bring it on. I'll pick my lowest on the pole as far as you know, this here. This Elite, RCR modded Elite 5 port, ceramic bearings. This thing, I will put it up against any $600 Reds or Ty Testament, and it will spank that ass. And if not, well, how about I got a Reds one that's like half the price, or a third of the price, that will spank that $600 OS, that $500 Reds. You know, even whatchamacallit Relch said, instead of spending $600 on a Scooteroo, he says if him or whoever mods right a $200 or a $300 Reds and spends another $100 to mod it, $400, you're still spending less than the price it will cost you for a $500 or $600 engine, and it will spank that ass all day long. So don't tell me about your OS. I got OS .30 and your OS point. I got stock .28s that will, or stock .21s that will spank that ass all day long. You heard it here, and you've heard it everywhere else. So if you think otherwise, like I said, go back to school. Okay, if you want to stay in 9th grade, run your little pea shooter .21 stock engines. Okay, if you want to go backwards into kindergarten and grade school, then yeah, run a pull start and a rotostart, and bring it over your 3.3 Traxxas pull start or rotostart or gay start, easy start, I call it gay start. And I got a stock .21 Virtus that will smash that thing all day long, in a truggy or in a buggy, it doesn't matter. Anyway, that's all I got from the Nitro Cave. I got to do a little bit of cleaning up here. I will catch you guys on the next one. Can't wait to get this badass running, and she is going to be a beast. Alright people, Mugen, I gotta fire up the Mugen again, it's been a minute. And I'm tempted, and people tell me different things, I'm tempted to fire up this one-of-a-kind Novorossi Adam Drake, signed by Adam and Rhonda. But that would be, like I said, like going to play baseball with a autographed Babe Ruth or Hank Aaron baseball. That wouldn't be smart. Anyway, she might be a shelf clean. We got the Soar Seiki shocks. Haven't got a chance to run them yet, so we'll see how those are. Anyway, I gotta go, people. That's all I got. Catch you guys on the next actual running video, because unlike some people, instead of running my mouth, I run my shit too. So, alright people, that's all I got. Shout out to Gearhead Addict. Shout out to Nitro Mike. These are guys that are doing the work, putting in the work. Not just talking out their ass, but actually running their shit. Shout out to Elite, my brother from another mother. Shout out to Nick Cohen, the guy that did the 3D stuff for me. He's working on some other stuff for me. Shout out to him, Mr. Nick. Also, shout out to 1/5. Me and him, 1/5 RC, we talk all the time too. That guy's, I know he's got my back, definitely. But anyway, and whoever is putting in the work, you know who you are. Instead of bumping your lips, why don't you try firing up your shit and running something, okay? Because talk is cheap. Put your money where your mouth is, or I should say, put your nitro where your mouth is. So it might be in the back pocket where your ass is, or it might be actually running something. Alright people. Oh, also, special shout out to the thumbs down. I love those people, because you thumbs down people, all you trolls, you're my most loyal viewers. So I gotta give a shout out to you guys. Actually, you guys have a special place right here in my heart, because I can depend on you always watching my shit. Alright people, that's all I got. Remember, if you need some therapy, I got some for you right here. The Muggy Therapy. The size 9 up your ass. Alright people. Peace!
You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You know why? You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. So, what'll I make you? Good? You're not good. You just know how to hide, how to lie. Me, I don't have that car. Me, I always tell the truth. Even when I lie. So say good night to the bad guy. Come on. The last time you're gonna see a bad guy like this again, let me tell you. Come on. Get away from the bad guy.